Hi, my name is Dr. Chris Cole. Welcome to English and Communication 338, Business Writing. I'm excited to have you here. I think this is going to be a fun and hopefully interactive course for you all. I hope that at the end of it you'll take away a number of things and skill sets that will help you throughout your careers. And really that's the goal of this class is when you think about some of the other classes you've had, maybe they've helped you sharpen some skill sets. This one's going to be focused more on the work environment. So what can you expect when you start your job, or perhaps you've been in work for a while and maybe you haven't thought about some of the communication strategies that you can use. This class will hopefully outline a number of those strategies for you that I think are truly beneficial and will help you a great deal. I am a faculty member in the Department of Communication. My area of research is how we use emotions to influence other people, and I look at it from a business standpoint. So typically I'll work with salespeople or executives and help them learn how they can understand their emotions, also understand the emotional climate of the environment they're in, and really be a much more effective communicator within that in that environment. For this class, we're going to be using Business Communication Today. I really recommend, I think they now have a 14th edition, but I recommend the 13th edition. It'll save you a little bit of money to buy a used copy. And it's a pretty darn good book. It's Business Communication Today by Beauvais and Phil. And so this is what it looks like. And I know on Amazon that you can buy used ones for fairly an inexpensive price. Let's talk then about kind of the expectations for this class. I've broken it up into written and oral segments. The oral segments, there are 2 video blogs that you'll be responsible for. I'm kind of excited about this. I think it should be a lot of fun, and it should be something that you really learn well from. What I want you to do in both cases is just simply sit down with a video camera or your iPhone if that's all you have, or you can always check out cameras from the University of Michigan Flint to sit down with somebody that is currently working and interview them for vlog number 1. And for vlog number 2, I want you to sit down with a retiree, somebody who worked for all their life and is now finished. And what I really want out of both of these conversations is to see you really ask some really fascinating questions about that center within communication, right? So they can be things about effective communication, communication technology, how maybe through the generations communication might have shifted for the retiree. Those are the types of things, and I want you to come up with some really interesting questions. But for a really successful vlog, we need to make sure that you're really paying attention, really listening, and really getting into the conversation. That'll be due November 2nd, and then there'll be a discussion post that people will follow up and give feedback, so everybody will have a chance to view it. So I recommend that you post it up to YouTube. That tends to be the best route. So if you can post it directly to YouTube and then link it through the discussion blog that we'll have, that'll be I think the most effective and best way for everybody to be able to access then the videos. We will be doing weekly discussions, so there'll be 10 10-point discussion items every week. They will range from just simply an introduction to yourself to responses on the chapters that we're being talking about, the blog posts, etc. You're responsible not only for crafting about a page, 3/4 of a page to a page response to the material. So if it's a reflection on a couple chapters, it should be a good 3/4 of a page. But you're also responsible for your grade of responding well to 3 other blog posts, or discussion posts. So Maybe there'll be a point that somebody made that you don't necessarily agree with. Give some kind of background as to why you might not agree with them, and then go on that way. But it should be very thoughtful, very respectful feedback, and it shouldn't just be a sentence or two that says, "Hey, great job there," or "Hey, I agree with you here." It should be an explanation why. That's the thing that we're looking for. We want you to be able to expand and pull out your thoughts and share them in this kind of fashion. You'll be doing a resume. Actually, you have homework this week where the resume is actually in two parts. One is you need to submit up on Blackboard your resume in its current form. And if you don't have a resume, then submit a piece of paper with your best, just quickly fill it out with what your resume might look like. That'll be due this week. Then over the course of the semester, we'll be talking about resumes in more detail, how it's really a tool for you to market yourself. We'll have conferences, one-on-one conferences with you, and then your new resume, something that you're going to be really proud of, will be due the end of November 30th or something like that. There are going to be 2 tests in this class. Each test is about 25 short answers. They'll take a good amount of time to complete. They're worth about 50 points each. The first one will be due October 9th, and then the second one will be due the last class, which is the day of class, which is December 12th. The other writing assignments that we'll have is going to be a complaint letter. I'm pretty excited about this one. This should be a fun project. So what I really want you to do is think about a bad customer service experience or a product that didn't quite meet your expectation. Draft a letter to the company. Review it, send it in and then sit back and wait for feedback. And what will be due to me then is a copy of the letter, a copy of the feedback you get, and then just a quick even paragraph long reflection on the experience of writing a complaint letter. And then another project we'll have is a business report. And for this business report, the expectation here is that you will be writing a memo to a company that you either want to work for or that you currently work for, and you're going to be examining one of their policies. And it could be a human resource policy, it could be a policy on sustainability or something like that. And it can be a policy you agree with or that you disagree with. Your job is to maybe take your opinion and say, hey, I really like this, and that's fine. But that's not where the meat of it is. The meat of it is that you are going to benchmark that policy and compare it to other companies, maybe the best practices, what does the research say. So it is going to be a memo that you're going to well cite and use other resources to defend your position. And so it's going to be a persuasive type of memo that looks at a policy, diagnoses it, and then maybe offers recommendations based upon what's going on out there in the industry. All right, so we've got 2 tests, 10 discussion posts, 2 vlogs, your resume, the business report, a complaint letter, and then for the grade as well, I'll be giving a 25-point participation grade. That's really simply based on if you turn everything in on time, you do the discussion board, you'll probably earn 20 points of it, right? Because that's kind of, you're doing the average work. If you go well above that, and you're an exceptional student who's always involved and engaged, then you can earn the full 25 points. Make sure you take a look at the syllabus. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I look forward to getting to know you guys over your writing over the course of the semester. Take care.